Wunderbar. I am going to start going. assuming everything is working well. So first thing, let's check out the options. Let me know if I am too quiet, aka the game is too loud, because I can change that right now. Don't want to skip anything accidentally. Good. I don't think I'm too serious. Let's go down to 3.
Allow me to assist you.
Alright, how's it sound now? I'm sure I will be less serious as time goes on. Text display, skip. Everything is good. Okay. Let's begin. I have watched SGF play like 5 hours of this game maybe, so I am familiar with the first bit, but 5 hours is nothing. I think it was like, it looked like 50 hours worth at least. Let's begin in English. There's one character that I think seems exactly like what I think of Hawk, based on your description of him. Not that he's like the main character, so you won't see him for an hour or two, maybe even longer, but... Merry-go-round? You wrote on? Well, that's good, because you'll have a little more experience dealing with this case. My only recent memory with the merry-go-round is the Silent Hill fight with Sybil. Anyways, late night, Friday. See why this woman is riding a merry-go-round backwards with blood all over herself. During investigations, the main character, Date, inspects scenes and collects testimony. Progress by examining objects and talking to people. Date's position is fixed, but you can move the cursor and your view. Try looking around and moving the cursor to find something that catches your eye and inspect it. It's a lot to read, so... And it's a lot of useless stuff to read. I guess I should read aloud like I had already started. The merry-go-round control room. There are no leads here. Can't look any higher than this. Inspect the pole. It's a metal pole. Skewered horse.
Horse from the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result of a teenage prank.
Talking about the horses like over here, not the one I was like in the actual merry-go-round. Just, I guess barely selected the skewered horse. The horse is pierced upside down. It looks almost pitiful. Now for our actual horse. It's a horse from the merry-go-round. It's the main column holding up the roof. Let's look at less important things first. So, the fence. There's a fence set up around the merry-go-round. Probably to prevent nosy kids from getting caught in the machinery. It's a fence. Policeman. Boss. Parasol. A parasol is getting pelted by the rain. I assume the parasol is happy with that. Doing one of its tasks it was created for. When you speak to a person, you will be presented with choices and look. Use the choices to select the topic of conversation. Look will allow you to observe the person you are speaking to. Let's look. A local cop. How's the investigation coming?
Not too good, unfortunately. We're not finding much.
We got one guy kind of observing the scene, otherwise we're just standing, arms folded. A local cop. Inspector. Thanks for coming out here in this mess.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
What's your name?
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name.
You're a great detective, Ruby.
It's Kagami, sir.
What's your name?
It's Kagami, sir.
What is your name?
Kagami.
Anything to go on, Kagami?
Not yet, sir.
What's your name?
Are you serious? It's Kagami!
Okay. Relax, man. What is your name? I've already learned his name, apparently. I don't need to ask him again. I'm pretty sure I know his name. I don't know how long this will go.
What'd you say your name was? Hey. Hello? Hey. I know you can hear me, Kagami.
So you do know my name.
So, like, broken. I'm just a tool to you. I like how he's still just an inspector from Metro. Inspecting the scene now. Well, we've got all we need out of Kagami. SGF did not press him that far, so that was new to me. The corpse or the boss? Let's talk to the boss first. This rain is awful, huh?
It's unusual for this time of year.
I feel like rain is just happens whenever, especially assuming we are in Japan.
It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
So, what am I doing here?
Are you serious? You're Special Agent Kaname Date.
Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna press R1.
You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the
No
scene.
longer have to click.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had
Do
to
I?
tell you. You deserve to know.
Who found the body?
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah.
He
Thing
could.
is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
After finishing discussing a topic with someone, they might have new things to talk about. When talking to people, choose topics that interest you. You might obtain important information or clues. Selecting log will allow you to recap any previous conversations. Based on what I've seen so far in this game, you don't really need to check the log to go back and, you know, catch any clues or something. She could. Nice viewing angle for us. You're roughly that much lower than me, I would say. But you're not much of a high heel girl. What can you tell me about the Vic? Actually, let's look at her first. I call her boss. She runs Abyss, a special branch of the Metropolitan Police Department. I report directly to her. I have it on auto, so I'm just gonna... Okay. It may sit a little long because the scroll speed is a bit slow, but you know me, I like it slow. What can you tell me about... Actually, I can still look at her, I think. Right now, she's standing in the pouring rain with her umbrella up. Okay. What can you tell me about the
Her
victim?
name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like?
Very
I heard you
spacey
two were
eyes.
Close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
Any suspects?
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From the case 6 years ago.
Case 6 years ago?
For whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. Those ... pages were a little quick, I feel. Anyways, one last thing to inspect, I do believe, and it is corpse. Or as we already know, actually I don't even know, Nadami Shoko, I think? Some arrangement of those vowels and consonants. Let's get a better look. I didn't read the first line. I took a step forward.
Sorry, sir.
Oh.
Could you please not get any closer?
Who the fuck are you?
Footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
That's Aiba. Her official designation is AI Ball, or All Ball. She's an official artificial intelligence built into my fake eye, an AI for an eye.
You want me to use the Zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Like, when I watched SGF play, I feel like Date's voice doesn't change between, like, his internal monologue and just talking to boss or the inspector guy, but it's very like filtered when he's internally monologuing now. So I wonder if that's like an update or just a PS4 thing, because SGF played on PC, but it's off. It's just throwing me off my game a bit. Anyways, while playing through the story, Aiba's special vision modes may help you obtain new information. You can now use the zoom mode to enlarge the target. Select zoom and examine the corpse. You can also view the controls in touchpad. Let us look. Shoko Nadami's corpse. Can I look again? Shoko Nadami's corpse. Let us zoom with a click of the left analog stick. There she is. Start from the bottom, I guess. Body.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death, blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Indeed. No cuts or tears?
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick.
Like, I know the murder weapon is an ice pick, and it's just like, why would that be your first guess based on, like, why not just a knife, I guess? I don't know. Probably the works of an ice pick. Multiple puncture wounds on her body. So, right eye, left eye, face. Okay, only 3 more things to
I am
inspect.
detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset.
Grumpy. Let's look a little more at her face.
I knew her.
I know. Remember that I also saw her several times. Though it has been quite some time since we last saw her.
What is the big screen?
Pupil dilation and corneal turbidity indicate the victim is dead.
Oh, the turbidity. The eye of a dead woman. And just not an eye at all over
The
here.
left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Left eye.
Just like
The most
me.
likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
We don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
Correct.
I wish I didn't aim straight down accidentally before
Analyzing the source of
or
the
after
sound.
selecting her.
Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated
I can
from
move now.
inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
Let's inspect this barrier. A red barrier line wraps around the scene. In the old days, they used to use yellow caution tape for this, but now we've got cheap hologram technology that can do the job even better. No need to call it cheap. It's simply effective. Well, sometimes we use good old-fashioned yellow tape. A hologram barrier. Policeman. Let's look at you. A local cop.
A sound?
Eh?
I didn't hear anything.
Damn rain. Talk to boss and inspector. That sound just now.
You heard it too, sir? I wonder what it was.
Oh well. He's inspecting the scene now. Boss?
Yeah, I definitely did. I couldn't tell where it came from, though.
I know where it came from. The central column. The noise came from inside.
Date, use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
Nothing wrong with a little laptop.
Date, utilize the X.
L3. Nothing suspicious here, so... Just kidding. There's 3 question marks in there.
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
And just sprinted.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
I pushed him aside and ran up on the platform.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
I don't think I'm going to narrate any further.
It won't budge.
If it was in first person, maybe,
Maybe
but
locked from the inside.
I sound nothing like Date,
Damn
so...
it. Hey, whoever's in there, stay back.
Surely it's not so urgent that we need to fire directly at a person on the other side of a door? Oh,
Suki.
there's our murder weapon. You were perfect in your estimation that it would be an ice pick, Date. Back to the laptop I go.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm me.
Correct. You are Date.
And you are?
Eyeball.
Where do I even start with this?
I can answer all of your queries.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice.
It me.
Iba?
Indeed.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
What are you doing in my dream?
you called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up. I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
Oops. I was just gonna say, like, she's introduced and she's kind of like grooving or something, and there's a little hip hop beat, and I'm like, that's so weird because no part of the game that I've seen in the future is anything like goofy like that. Not that there's not goofy things, but it's just that's not the kind of silliness they've been doing. So things that I should know. My head is all fuzzy. I'm not my usual self. I'm inside someone else's head. Strange feelings.
Putting that aside.
Maybe I turn off the auto.
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Start screaming. Whoa.
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten?
I love over dramatic head, like just motions like that.
Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness.
Can hear you over the loud doo-doo.
This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
Remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Well, I suppose that is true, but...
Alright, let's do this.
There'll be a lot of dumb sexual references in this game. Sinking in the brain. Wake Date up. Date's dream world. In this strange and surreal dream, and trust the light to wake up Date. Insomnia, you explore dreams to discover the subject's hidden memories. Unlocking the mental locks will allow you to travel deeper into the dream. Unlocking all of them will reveal important information. A guide to unlocking the mental locks is displayed in the upper left corner. First, move Iba closer to the door and investigate. There's a door. And there's a door. But this one is surrounded in pink.
A door locked with a padlock.
When investigating things, you can choose from a number of options to give Iba instructions. For now, have Iba investigate the door. Done.
Here's all I have to do is open this door.
Whoa.
I can't touch it. That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen.
Ooh.
Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed. But it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
In the Somnium world, you are able to investigate objects that have a floating name. A new object has appeared. Move Iba over to it and investigate. Floating names. We have Winter Iris and Switch. And nothing else. I feel like trying to move these curtains to get sunlight in here would be the best option, but let's look at this picture first. Just curious. Switch.
There are thorns on the switch.
Let's turn on the switch and ignore the thorns.
I stand here as part of your own existence.
Hit the
Yeah?
switch.
Your consciousness and mine are linked.
Hurry up and turn on the switch.
The switch covered in thorns?
Yes, hurry.
Ha!
Oh, straight into a thorn.
Sorry. I don't actually feel any pain.
You...
I really am sorry. You were able to touch it.
Correct.
So, I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
I don't know. He said I don't feel pain. Does that mean because we're in a dream, or that's just a quirk I have that I have no pain receptors? Let's pull them.
Of course. Things must be done in order. Before activating the switch, the thorns must be removed.
As is logical and
The thorns won't come out.
plenty of vine to have grabbed onto without the thorn, but I already knew what to do before this. Plus, there's only one other option.
Iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name.
Let's smell.
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming. Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure. Whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder. You gotta smell it harder.
What? Okay.
Amazing suction. Bravo. Marvelous.
This game is
What are
fun.
you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
What's that face? You can check your progress on the left side of the screen. Your actions just now advanced your progress. Reach the end to clear the Somnium. You can view the controls in the menu. I feel like this happens a lot, but whenever I see like a 4-letter word with a capital M, I'm like, the word's Mars. And it's almost never Mars. But I mean, it almost happened again, where I was like... But just like, as I'm like, kind of pre-reading in my head, I'm just logically like, why would Mars have anything to do with this tutorial? Anyways, let's switch.
The thorns are gone.
Let's turn it on.
Now I can activate the switch.
Things must be done in order, after all. Oh, a buddy.
Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
I would rather be sleeping.
How colorful. You unlocked Turn on the light, mental lock. there is another mental lock in this Somnium. Unlock the next mental lock using the guide. Open the door as a lead. You can always check the tutorials by going to Menu, File, Appendix. No need. I will just run around until I figure things out. Let me just see if I can... This is kind of like map on the bottom, or not map, but whatever you want to call it. The 4 items there on the bottom right is a little frustrating because I was like, oh, menu, X, which is the bottom, but no, it's square triangle, which is left and up, and then L1, R1. The menu contains a number of functions such as file, flowchart, options, and guide. This game will autosave, but you can also save manually with save. If you would like to end the game, you can return to the title screen with top menu in the top right of the screen. Just trying to change my controls here a bit. Want such a what button? I was hoping there'd be something to get rid of the dead space, you know, where I just kind of like driftingly walk in a direction. Well, I can't even do it right now. There it is. Basket, standing lamp, or wine? Let's go wine first, as it is alone.
A glass of wine.
Well, we had a lot of success with our first sniff.
The nose is fresh yet rich. I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
Even a guy like me.
Bonsai wine. Spiked Chunsoft original mix. Or original wine.
Engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
Stop. Don't remind me.
Is there anything else with the wine? Of course. Let us investigate.
A luxurious red wine, popular on the market today. However, this appears to be a much brighter red than a typical bottle.
Maybe it's a full-bodied red from Burgonia.
I wonder if that trivia will ever prove useful.
Better to be prepared.
A glass of wine.
Oh, I know, Iba. Drink it.
Leave it to me.
Hey!
I feel kinda good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Skeleton's just...
She's drunk.
Oh, I know.
Someone else can come take her.
He's got a little blood in that left eye socket, which is a coincidence because I just saw someone without an eye
A skeleton.
and
It
blood.
appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
I better talk to it.
To the skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name? How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well. Hey, don't ignore me. Stupid, bony man. Your mother is a stupid, bony girl. Bony, bony, bony.
This isn't going well.
Finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable. A skeleton.
Nothing to do here. Standing lamp or basket? Let's go standing
A
lamp.
floor lamp shaped like a rose.
Let us turn it off.
But how? I cannot find a switch or a plug.
Even in my dream, I don't get what I want.
In fairness, this is your memory, but this is not your house.
It's somebody else's house. Somebody from my memory. But I have no idea. It could be anyone.
Not necessarily. Dreams do contain an element of randomness, but oftentimes they draw together individuals with strong personal connections. Dreams are constructed similarly to how information is transmitted through the brain.
So what do you take away from all this?
Don't turn off the light. I want to see this.
It's kind of dirty.
Shut up. A lamp. It looks like a rose.
It is rose-esque. Lift it up. No need to strain.
Must mean I don't flinch. I hold my ground like a mountain.
I interpret it more as your irritating personality spreading like pollen in the wind.
The tears won't stop. Must be allergies.
You're just sleepy. A lamp. It looks like a rose.
One last thing left to do. Boot it.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
What are you, a thug?
Let's check on our skeleton friend again.
A skeleton.
And hit him.
Know this, skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you. Hi-ya! What?
Lila, look! The wall!
You don't like Iba's face? I regret not touching the box. No, I thought you just meant her face in general.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Not that old. A hidden item. Insomnia. There's always one, somewhere. No more. I can't eat anymore. I'm stuffed. Boss is sleep talking. What? Oh, I guess. Okay. I don't think that's something SGF has done. Perhaps it's a sparkling thing in the sink?
What?
Didn't like prompt up at all. I got a trophy for it. I don't know. Let me know if that trophy's popped up in the top left. 'Cause sometimes I feel like streaming stuff doesn't share it. Can't fall down. Let's the door.
A door locked with a padlock.
Let us knock on the door. Alright. I didn't think you would.
Knock, knock, and hello.
Never thought I'd hear you make a reference like that.
Well, trying to be an AI beloved by all mankind.
Is that right?
Why isn't anything happening?
I guess I just don't get it.
Don't know what the reference is at all, but based on it being an AI joke, I'm gonna guess. 2001: A Space Odyssey? I was like, I don't even remember the name of the year, and I know it's a year. Let us simply open it. Don't hurt yourself on the vines.
I suppose this just needs a key.
That's right. My dreamscape is all about staying level-headed and being smart.
Have you no shame lying about yourself like that?
Not at all. It's who I am.
I see.
Are you engaged by this game?
A door locked with a padlock.
Tackle.
I don't think force is going to solve this. Although I admit, I thought it would work in your dream.
What do you mean by that?
Force has been our most successful
Saying
thing
that
so
you have a
far.
horrendous case of muscle brain.
Do not. Am very smart.
I'm done. I want to get out of this dream now.
Yeah. I like it quite a bit too. I would say the music's a little loud, but fine with it.
A gun
Got
came out
at
of
least
his skull?
music. Let us investigate.
Why is there a gun in this house?
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area. In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
Who did you hear that from?
A gun.
Let's pick her up.
It won't go off.
It should be fine.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Don't get excited.
Ventilate.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
Well,
A door locked with a padlock.
shoot it.
Leave it to me. There are two kinds of people in the world. Those who open doors.
Just pull the trigger.
It's our lamp.
You got lucky. A door locked with a padlock.
Put the gun in the keyhole.
Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
I suppose. I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. Seems I was key in helping us escape.
Okay, that's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over now. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
There's that old man. I guess he's a little old. Got a 40-year-oldish look to his eyes. Oh, another achievement. Oh, already at 2. How smooth would you say the stream is? On a scale of 1 to 10. Day 2, Saturday. We knew this would come eventually. Given that we started at 11 p.m. and we're dreaming. Yeah. Is the audio and everything fine? The video? Is it just skipping and hopping? Do I sound like I'm in a submarine? Oh yeah, I forgot I have to press X. Okay, I will do that after a cutscene.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
Actually, I could do it right now, looks like. Let's try
Allow me to assist you.
doubling their volume when you tell me that. I also made the other noises a little quieter. So tell me if that is a boon or not. File allows you to read information about people you've spoken to or terms you've heard. It is updated as the story advances. You got an album photo. You can earn album photos by finding hidden items or clearing Somnium with more than 1 second remaining. Anywhere from 0 to 1 though, can't save that. You can view photos you've collected at any time. Collect them all. Let's see. Persons, appendix, album. We know 5 of the 28 people already. What do we know about ourselves? Date. We are 30 years old. Birthday August 3rd. Same age as me. Could be me. Okay. We are a police officer of Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, Abyss Aka, Metropolitan Police Department. We like classic cars, curry, bonito, pelvises, and Reika. We don't like soft-boiled eggs, punk kids, ghosts. Our hobby is collecting vintage magazines. Our skill is reaction time increases 3.6 under certain conditions. Seems very specific, because I'm pretty sure this is the only guy we get to control, so. It's funny about your thing. Overview. As a sinker, Date uses the sync machine to dive into the minds of suspects of persons of interest. He lost his eye 6 years ago, but replaced it with a prosthetic eye which houses an advanced artificial intelligence known as Eyeball. He also lost all his memories past 6 years ago. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Aiba is a female according to the settings. Her birthday is November 9th, and she is 5 years old. I mean, it's a robot, so. Her profession is investigation assistant. She likes insects, spiders, which are not insects, I guess, crustaceans, and some binary joke I don't understand. She dislikes dirty jokes and going outside the simulation. She sneaks out of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. Her skills are hacking, fluoroscopy, voice imitation, 3D modeling. Aiba is an autonomous artificial intelligence. She usually takes the shape of an eyeball and resides in Date's left eye socket. She assists Date by gathering information, connecting to networks and databases, and using her X-ray and thermographic functions. Yeah, and her likes. Maybe you want to type that in? I don't know. It's probably not worth doing. I'm not going to wait for you either, so. On we go. Mizuki Okura. She is 12 years old, and her birthday is July 6th. She is the, I guess, lead suspect in the murder. She's a 6th grader. She likes tonkatsu ramen, which I'm not familiar with, stew, unagi, metal pipes, and iris, which is a flower that we saw in our dream. She does not like raw seafood or how Date holds his chopsticks. Oh, no. It's just because you're already 30 seconds delayed anyways, so it's like, it's hard to relay it to you. Her hobbies are breeding Cleone, I don't know how to say that, and collecting Ador-Rabbit merch. Her skills are studying martial arts, and she enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Mizuki is Renju Okura and Shoko Nadami's daughter, which is the victim in the crime, so that's interesting. Although she is not related to Date, he became her de facto guardian 4 years ago. The two have lived under one roof ever since. Underwater sea creature. I see. Shoko. cool glasses. She is 36, or was 36 when she died. She was born January 4th. Her profession is investment company representative / director. She likes to be envied and praised. She dislikes someone who hurt her in the past. Her hobbies are winery tours, Scandinavian furniture collection, and Pilates. She is a good liar and cheater. Shoko is the ex-wife of Renju Okura and Mizuki's mother. On a Friday night in November, she was found on the merry-go-round in the defunct amusement park known as Bloom Park. Her left eye socket was hollowed out. I feel like this is pretty good information in general. Like, it's not just like hidden to stuff we don't, or we haven't like found out through dialogue yet. So I'm like, I think I will continue to use these as I like find new people, because they might help me in the investigation. I mean, I'm sure they'll also spell it out for me later on. But on to the boss. She is 42 and born December 21st, which was 2 days ago. She's the commander of Abyss, the special investigation team of the Metropolitan Police Department. She likes wine, gourd dolls, and anything black. She dislikes happy families, ex-boyfriends, MPD's director, and decluttering and organizing. Her hobby is going to clubs in Kabukicho. She's good at grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, and making them obey. Okay. Boss is Date's direct superior and longtime friend. She appears to be an easygoing optimist with a carefree attitude, but she is as cunning as a fox with a quick wit. And that is the last person that we know. But we're much more to learn. The appendix, I assume, is boring. Oh no, it's not. Well, maybe it is. Who knows? There's a lot here. Let's see. Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad, a special classified division of the Metropolitan Police Department, tasked with conducting criminal investigations by understanding and penetrating the human mind. They are stationed 6 floors underneath MPD headquarters. Few know of their existence, even among police. Just some guys walk through the station, go down an elevator, and they always wonder, who are those dudes? ACTH, this might take me a second to read. Adrenocorticotropic hormone. Stress stimulates the adrenal cortex and secretes this hormone to heighten senses and increase defense functions. This is secreted on a daily basis by the author. Who's the author? What was it? Iba said our ACTH levels were raising when we saw our dead friend. X-ray mode. A feature of Iba's similar to fluoroscopy. Earth is constantly inundated with cosmic rays from space. Cosmic rays contain X-rays, and Iba is able to detect these X-rays that have passed through objects and see them. Because it works along the same logic as an X-ray machine, you, unfortunately, cannot use it to see panties. Corneal turbidity, which was another word I pointed out because I don't know what turbidity means. A state in which the cornea of the eye turns white and cloudy. A common indicator of death. A time of death can be estimated by the condition of the turbidity. Trunk. Another word for the torso of the human body. Didn't need an appendix for that. Cortisol, a hormone secreted from the adrenal cortex, triggered by stress. Increases heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, and blood glucose, and activates the body's defense mechanisms. This is another hormone my brain secretes constantly. Oh. Did you know both these, or are you just helping me out? Puncture wound, a kind of stab wound. Jurisdiction, an area over which a police department has authority and responsibility. For example, if an incident occurred in Tokorozawa, that would be under the jurisdiction of the Tokorozawa Police Department. Pupil dilation, the pupil of the eye will dilate upon death. Puncturing instrument, ice picks and trowels fall under this. What? I don't care about the tips. because I feel like they've all just popped up already. And then the album. De Date. Oh. These are nice. Oh, I can't like go over from the image. We can see like concept art of Date. Angry Date. With both eyes, it looks like. There's Aiba in a wine glass. And here's his gun. He pointed at his, not technically daughter, but the child he's looking after. And it looks like there's 25 more to go. Well, on with the game. I assume boss is the most important thing, so let's look at everything else first, starting with poster. A police poster. Soba door curtain. Bennett. Looks like Wales. It's not, because it's not a dragon, but... Mask.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
The guy had a huge face.
Is that okay volume-wise? It seems a little loud, but... Oops. We'll probably hear more talking as well, so you can judge later on. A map on the wall. That looks like China, like Beijing area. Yeah, I can also just turn down my headphones if it is too loud for me. There's so much stuff. I feel like I'm gonna miss things.
That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right? It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
A cabinet. There's also some candle. Oh, a coat hanger apparently. I guess it's an umbrella actually. There's a lot of stuff on that coat hanger. Oh, yes. But it doesn't seem like I can interact with it.
That's a Persian rug, you know. Very expensive.
Oh yeah? How much?
10 billion yen.
What are you, in elementary school?
Laid out Persian rug.
I use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
I know. I can hear it all the way down the hall.
Okay. It's good to hear. And I appreciate you following up without me having to ask.
Yup. They're all my husbands.
Uh-huh.
– 42 years old. It's a lifesaver. Looks like these tassels don't exist. Snowboard. And some skis.
Are you familiar with the murder case at the resort called Spur?
No?
The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Like you and me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Date.
I would like clarification on both those last things you've said to me. Desk. Boss's desk. Darts machine.
Why do you have this?
So if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
Move more to the center of the room. Big catch on it. Computer. I guess that's just the monitor. No. Yeah, it's definitely a computer. It's just hard to read so quickly. Saving boss for last. Oh, but there's a coffee
I can't
maker.
live without coffee. I love it smooth and dark.
I wonder. Who's our buddy? Police officer mannequin.
Have you met my partner? This is my childhood friend, Mario. He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
It's me, Mario. Nice to meet you. He talks?
It's me, Mario. I feel like he was classified as like a special effect, so he was just super quiet, but it just it seems funny to me that he was just kind of whispering. A broom leaning against the wall. A soccer ball.
Looking at that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
Very interesting. She hates talking about her exes. That's all I know about her. What's beside you, Mario? A little
Overall
remote control
length
car?
of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
How do you know all this stuff?
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days.
Ah, the glory days. Some shelves. Cabinet. Tombstone. Rip. And bags. Oh, a little Matryoshka.
Reminds me of you, boss. You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though. You get to the last one, the smallest one, like a child. That's the real me.
A large
Like it?
key.
It reminds me of you, Date.
My name is Kaname. Oh. How do we know it's a fake name then? I don't understand. A large Kaname. Well, that's... oh, not quite.
Stop ogling me.
I am not ogling you.
Why did she whistle? Okay. Oh, there was something. More from the pennant. Oglen. That's how I say it too, but I know you have plenty of issue with how I say everything, so. Aglen, people.
You think it's true that a Tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't know, boss. Well, let's talk to her. see you still haven't cleaned this place up since we did spend
Where
like
do
10
you think
minutes
you are, Agent?
looking at everything.
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little. It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
I think ogling works. No, maybe it doesn't. Ogling is definitely how I would always say it. About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away, and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might.
Didn't you
Last
say it
night
was like a
said this
serial
could be
killer?
a copycat crime.
What
Yes,
the fuck are you
that's my
talking about?
point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer.
Canadians'
impossible.
favorite word.
Literally impossible.
Ogling.
So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
About the case 6 years ago.
I wouldn't tell you even if my life depended on it. Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dompi, my lips are sealed.
But why, boss?
It's top secret, classified.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it.
Just keep pushing the
Give it
issue.
a rest, Date. You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
I can make it sexual.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that. I can detect your thoughts, remember?
Thank you for your input, Iva.
Just promise me you'll let this go, okay?
Why would I promise
It's a delicate
anything?
issue, even more delicate than my patience. So drop it. That's an order. Understood?
I'll throw my badge away for this. Alright, I guess not. About Mizuki, which is the 12-year-old who had the ice pick in the column.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian, then.
No, she just lives with me.
Okay, I don't know what to call you then. If you're not going to accept legal guardian. And the game does make quite a point that we are not the legal guardian. We just have a 12-year-old who's lived with us for 2 years.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
About her dad.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Oh, I know. An old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
Well, what's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? Commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know. I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently. Fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
Are there any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her.
I want to say
She
it's
is
stacking up
important to
against
you,
her.
right?
She was just there and holding the weapon.
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District.
2 eyes.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't have a cell phone.
Alright, we got a photo of Shoko.
The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't
screaming?
identify themselves over the phone.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
Payphone? That's odd.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. They may have even been the killer.
Whoa. Even whoa-ier. Free at last.
Hello!
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
Boss! About I.
I've been thinking a lot lately. About myself. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Oh, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once wrote. I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
About my eye.
Hey, so... about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
About AI.
Hey, what does love mean to you?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is ai, right? Like a pun? I'm right, aren't I? You dork.
That hurts, you know.
So about Iba.
Hey, boss, is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me, I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea, though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
What more can I speak to you of? Boss is looking at Iba. She's done with me, I guess. Hello.
Hello, me. Did you know that the Zhuang people are the largest ethnic minority in China? Yeah, just a little trivia for you. I'm full of useful information.
Who are you?
Who are you? My name is Kaname Date. I work as a special agent for the investigation squad Abyss at NPD.
You are handsome.
You are a handsome-looking man. Oh, no, stop it.
Are you okay, Date?
Perhaps it's time for his medication.
It's me. Who are you?
Is that a serious question? We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am.
Can't actually... why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're joking, right?
Time for a
The
flashback.
official title is AI Ball. You may call her Iba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology.
Why
Its
don't you like
ability to
Peter? He's so
think
cool.
is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Why did you come out?
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient. I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
My left eyeball is Iba. She sees things differently than I do. You know, you are kinda cute like that.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke.
Which part are you
Can
joking
you
about?
explain what's funny about it?
Okay, back inside. I mean, this will not change anything.
No,
I'm giving you an order.
does not compute.
Who reported the crime?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park. Thus, I decided to check the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
So you found a way into that database.
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time. I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match. They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
Matsushita Ota,
This
24
guy
years
reminds
old.
me of
male.
Hawk.
I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Iba.
Affirmative.
Alright. I'm just gonna take a quick little break to grab some food and fill my Mio, and then I will continue, but I'll be like 5 minutes. Hello? I don't know if you're here. But if you are, let me know and I will continue. Otherwise, I will message you on Discord. I know you said what food, but I wasn't just going to answer in case you weren't here. Nothing special, just a little rotini. And it's got some pork in it. It's very nice, but obviously I understand you can't enjoy it. Just that pork roast that's been sitting in our freezer for like 3 years. And yes, the thing I responded to saying wonderful, I have seen. And it is very, very good, always high quality. I'll double check. I don't remember the words. Bread? Be red? Chicky. I always think this is a loading screen, but it's just something I have to click through.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry we aren't open yet.
Oh,
Oops.
I'm not a customer. I'm here for something else. I'm with the MPD.
Oh, heavens, no. Is my boy... Is Ota in trouble?
Calm down, ma'am. I'm just here to ask some questions. And you're Ota's...
His mother,
And your name, ma'am?
Mayumi Matsushita.
Miss Matsushita. Before we talk, could I make a request? Could you put that knife down, please?
Oh, goodness.
I feel like nothing
Sorry,
about her is a
sorry.
hipster. Just a shirt that says hipster on it. Well, let's inspect every single thing in the building. Starting with a sliding door. The doorway. Stool.
A large jellyfish.
Sure. It's a large jellyfish in the middle of this restaurant here.
Oh, the window. Lukey cat.
What the hell?
Are you unfamiliar with the superstition? Imitating a cat's meow to a lucky cat statue grants that person happiness and luck.
Is that right?
I've never heard that, but obviously this isn't really a Canadian thing. Poster.
She's cute.
You have zero standards, Kaname Date.
Hubba hubba. A teeth.
You think that thing gets any channels?
Unlikely. I do not detect any tuners or antennas.
CRTs can still be plugged into just anything. Nothing's playing on it. Hubba bubba. Tanzaku paper. Oh, a table. Disposable chopsticks. Condiments.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says Mayumi's black sauce.
Black bean. The autographs?
That is the autograph of Iruka from Dark Zone Kalimas.
Who?
The mop. It's a mop. The bucket? A bucket.
Does this remind you of your delinquent youth?
Hey now, don't judge a book by its cover. Besides, I have no memory of my youth.
Not since 6 years ago. I don't even know what that means. A bucket on a mop. Is that like because I was in prison and I mopped the floor? Was I a like, I don't know. I don't even think prison has anything to do with mops and buckets, so. Menu.
Kuroda Kazuaki's cheek boiled in red wine.
Let's hope that's not what it sounds like.
A photo. Perhaps I could. Oh, I was gonna say zoom in. What is this dude?
Family photo, huh?
Still
Mayumi
wearing
and
the same
Ota
shirt.
When they were younger. The other person appears to be Ota's father.
Ring,
Cordless.
ring,
Oh.
ring, ring. Oh, sorry. Gotta take this.
What are you doing?
Sorry. Just trying to lighten the mood.
I think your son may have murdered someone, ma'am. Oh, a swinging door.
A swimming door.
A swinging door.
Doesn't even make sense. Sandals? No, I guess not. A
Do
package.
you want to see? It was delivered a little while ago.
Any idea what's inside it?
She seems a bit
It's
cross
bound
with
to
me.
be merchandise from that horrible succubus. She forces Oda to buy them. I know it.
Oh,
Date, there's a paper slip on that cardboard box. Why not try enlarging the image?
The sender is Great Grin.
A popular online store.
The product description reads, solid model.
We should look inside. Use the X-ray mode.
get off my dick. Now we can X-ray. See if there's another child. Oh, it is human-shaped.
Now, what is this?
A solid PVC model of a person. known as a figure.
Something's written on the base.
The letters appear to be some kind of metal. The permeability of X-ray vision should make them legible.
A set.
I can stop after we finish up in this little
Allow me to
restaurant.
investigate. A moment, please.
This music is lulling you to sleep, eh?
This reminds me of the funniest props compilation I saw.
You reached pretty far back for that reference.
No idea what they're talking about again. As I seldom do with them. Good luck.
That's just the calendar. Thank goodness we have that. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what year it is. I'm kidding, of course.
Just a clock.
Hands off those hands. Just kidding.
Is this woman okay?
Uncertain, but she reminds me of you.
Actually, that may be more with the clock. Oh. Clock and calendar both not working. Did I see something green? That's not worth it. About the weather.
The rain last night was pretty bad, wasn't it?
The rain? Oh, right, yes.
Water. Tell me about your restaurant.
Oh, it's just a little diner. But not to toot my own horn or anything. We do get quite a lot of customers here. I manage it with my husband, but it can get pretty hectic during lunchtime.
Peculiar.
What?
This establishment is near the Kawasaki district that's been off limits for 8 years. That could mean... Never mind.
How long have you been here?
Oh, about 30 years now. We had to borrow a lot of money to get started, but back then, everyone was willing to lend you money.
Isn't that nice? Where's your hubby?
I think he went to buy some ingredients. He comes and goes all the time without telling me. This is nothing new.
Is Oda here? Let's do
That
that first.
boy, he's been hanging out at this office building lately.
What kind of office?
What is this animation?
What was it? It's a place where irresponsible young men hang out. Nonconformists and the like.
What, like gangsters?
Oh, heavens, no, nothing like that. Ota wouldn't go to a place like that.
Then...
Oh, I remember. It's a production office, an entertainment company.
Sounds nothing like what you described. About Shoko. Hello, Hurley.
Does this woman look familiar to you?
No, I don't recognize her. Who is she?
No one. Don't worry about it.
What was it? I'm sorry, my memory's been so spotty lately.
Why does Ota hang out there?
Because there's a goddess there.
What?
Ota says it all the time. A goddess. More like a witch, if you ask me.
A witch, huh?
Yes! A witch put a spell on my poor Ota. Makes him spend all his money on her. You see that box over there?
The one on the table?
Yes. Just look. You'll see what I mean.
Already thoroughly inspected it.
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing Temptress works for that entertainment group. She's an idol.
Do you know her name? I'm assuming it's not witch.
Her name? I don't remember. I just call her the witch.
All right, we're getting
That does it
nowhere.
for me.
She doesn't remember the talent or the company.
Even I am at a loss.
Yeah.
How nice of the controller to just drift.
Call him?
Yes. Does he have a cell phone?
A cell phone? Why would he need a cell phone if we have a phone at the house?
He doesn't have one?
He better not. Waste of money.
You can abandon this line of questioning, Date.
He does have a cell phone.
I found his number.
Okay.
Call it.
I have already attempted to call multiple times. There is no connection. Either the phone is off, or he has no reception.
Let's hope he's not face down in a gutter somewhere.
That would be unsanitary, as well as a violation of waste disposal codes.
About this idol. She mentioned a box. And we've looked in that box. She mentioned a box. Well, I guess I'll look in the box. What's a package for Oda? Yeah, it's a set. Right. What? Kitchen knife.
A kitchen knife with a floral pattern.
And there's something written on the handle.
Mom, I love you always.
Elia.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs. I've used it every single day since he gave it to me. Oh, it's more than just a kitchen knife. It means the world to me.
Still just a kitchen knife.
Date, I've found some information about the figure. Aset is the name of a popular female musician.
Sounds like our witch. Is A-Set a group name?
No, it is a single artist.
An A-Set figure, huh?
Correct.
What's the name of her talent agency?
Lemniscate.
Sorry, what?
I repeat, Lemniscate.
Renju owns that company.
Correct.
What a coincidence.
Excuse me. Does the name Lemniscate ring a bell?
Oh, yes! That's where Ota goes.
Iba, bring the car around.
Now, back
At
to looking
once.
angry. Alrighty, I'm gonna just drive to Lemniscate, and then I'll stop here. you can get nice and rested. Saturday, 11:45 a.m. Been 13 hours of game.
That's him?
There's that
Correct.
son of a bitch.
Are you Ota Matsushita?
Who are you?
Here's my
I'm
badge.
from the MPD.
The police?
Alrighty, that's that. Time to save my game. Okay, I know it's gone blank and whatnot, but with that done, it's time to return to the title menu and call it a day. So goodbye.